I'm John Little.
I want you to meet somebody. This is Dr. John Wade Prentice. This is my dad. So good to...
Doctor, what's wrong with her?
There's nothing wrong. What are you so worried for?
Tilly left a message at the club to come home right away, and then you're here, and there's a doctor.
Dr. Prentice and I met in Hawaii.
I thought there was something seriously wrong.
Why don't you join us for lunch?
And Senior Ryan's at the club wondering why I've run off. Why did you leave me that message? Why did Tilly leave me that message? And are you all right? You look a little pale.
I'm fine.
Good to meet you, Dr. Prentice. Welcome. Are you practicing here in San Francisco? Please, sit down.
No, sir. I'm only here for one day.
Where is your practice? In Hawaii?
No, I'm not established in any one place. I've been working in tropical medicine, mainly in Africa, for the past few years.
Sounds very interesting.
Everything about Dr. Prentice is interesting.
I'm sure it is. Please, if you'll just excuse me for a minute. Tilly, what happened to your lunch?
I took care of everything.
What is going on here?
Go out there and find out.
What the hell's going on?
I've been trying to tell you.
Tell me what? What is this? Chris, what are you three playing at?
I should tell you, Mr. Drayton.
Let's hear it.
Rather, I should ask you.
Ask me what?
You see, we've got a situation here. Joanna and I didn't just meet in Hawaii. We've known one another several months, and in the last 10 days discovered that I've fallen in love with her, and she's fallen in love with me. We're here to see if you and Mrs. Drayton have any objections if we got married. It helps to sit, Matt. Say something. You're making us nervous.
Am I? Well, I wouldn't want to do that. I certainly wouldn't want to make anybody nervous. What about you, Chris? Are you nervous? Sit down, doctor, before you make me nervous. What did her mother say when you told her? She raise any objections?
Not exactly. I know it's a shock because it's all so sudden and unexpected. It never occurred to me I would fall in love like this. But how can you prepare for love?
What do you expect me to say? If you want to know what I think, you'll have to give me some time. The doctor says you have a situation. Well, you certainly have. If you're looking for any sensible statement from me, you'll have to let me think. That sound reasonable? All right. Mr. Prentice says that he has no wish to offend me and asks me if I'm some kind of lunatic. He finally decides that everyone under this roof is crazy and leaves us to go sit in the car. And then Mrs. Prentice says that, like her husband, I'm a burnt-out old shell of a man who can't even remember what it feels like to love a woman the way her son loves my daughter. And strangely enough, that's the first statement anyone's made today on which I feel truly qualified to take issue. Because I believe that you are wrong, and as wrong as you could be. I admit I hadn't considered it. I hadn't even thought about it. But I know exactly what he feels for her. And there is nothing that your son feels for my daughter, nothing at all, that I didn't feel for Christina. Old, yes. Burned out, certainly. But I tell you, the memories are still there, clear and intact and indestructible. And they'll still be there if I live to be 110. Where John was wrong was in attaching so much importance to what her mother and I think about this thing. Because in the last analysis, it doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters is what they feel and how much they feel for each other. And if it is even half what we felt, and that is everything.